has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
You see it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Jackson on first down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think that
touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready, break. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action with Lawrence. Right side, there's Likely with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Back to the ground with Etienne. Room here to run. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Jags respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer
answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Denzel Mims from 21 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 27, Lawrence. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, obviously, red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Finds his man over the middle, it's likely. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
ETN up the middle, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Jackson's throw complete there to McLeod. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught by Mims. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, set.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence will throw. Etienne bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this off to Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Likely. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Lawrence. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 44, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And Sharp hauls it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
On the counter, ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On second and 11 now, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ready.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. On target to his man, Likely. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. And it's It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Come on, set. Hey, big boy.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Jackson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We all just got a heck of a show, Carter. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.